King's Dream Entertainment. Ruslan. King's Dream Entertainment. Ruslan. Ruslan.
Holy smokes, you are here early. Well, you're not really early, you're just on time, which I appreciate. But by the way, if you're watching the replay of this, make sure you look in the pinned comment below to know when exactly the video starts. This whole live intro countdown clock usually gets trimmed in. But while I have you here, I wanted to let you know how you can partner with what we're doing here on the channel. The very first thing you could do is give this video a like for the YouTube algorithm. Just like it preemptively. When you like it, you tell YouTube that you like this video. YouTube shoots it to the moon. People start getting the notification. It starts going up on people's feeds. The second thing you could do is in the chat, let us know where you're watching this from. That helps a ton with the engagement. And the third thing is obviously hit that subscribe button, that bell notification, all that kind of stuff. I wanted to tell you about something that we have coming up this month in August with our new Love What You Do collection drop with music and apparel. I am also doing a virtual event going over how we can shift our mentality and learn to love what we do so that ultimately, God willing, we can start to do what we love. That is also in the description of this video, so you can grab your spots. Oh, and by the way, that's completely free. So now that you've given this video a like, now that you've subscribed, now you've done all that kind of good stuff. So now what you're gonna see is our countdown clock, and then we're gonna jump right into the video. Thank you so much. Joshua the King came down and bore it all. Yeah, conversations front of the fireplace. All of my mistakes, how do I erase? Wanna operate at a higher pace. Birth pains causing the body to dilate. On a first name basis with the worst pain facing. Moments in isolation. See, I was hoping I would do this to get more family time. A busy mind and worried heart, is this not where I reside? I subscribed that all that traveling wasn't doing well for my soul. Glad I never made it when my name went through the rumor mill. I suppose that the Lord knows I'd have failed. Instead, I'm doing well at home, out my shell. Good book off the shelf, more dubs off the L's. I told Ray they ain't just gon' know us, they gon' know us well. Happy to have felt my way to success. With my family by my side, Lord knows what's next. Joshua the King came down and bore it all. I know a few things, never claimed to know it all. But I know what's off, never noticed y'all. Hit a protocol, need an overhaul. Need an overhaul, I need an overhaul. Need an overhaul, we need an overhaul. Joshua the King came down and bore it all. Conversations front of the fireplace. I know a few things, never claimed to know it all. Conversations front of the fireplace. Joshua the King came down and bore it all. Conversations front of the fireplace. I know a few things, never claimed to know it all. Conversations front of the fireplace. All that drama and hysteria should die down. If there's nothing nice to say, then baby, pipe down. Life is too short to try and pay the price now. I was walking on water and then I wiped out. So this is for the restoration of every family member that's estranged. I know you're facing the same asymptomatic patient, different virus. Hard to tell somebody they sick when they only deny it. And you confide in something personal, but they think you lying. With friends like these who need enemies, I wish I was lying. Nevertheless, I wanna be more and you less trying. Until the Lord comes back and takes his people back to Zion. Yeah. Joshua the King came down and bore it all. I know a few things, never claimed to know it all. But I know what's off, never noticed y'all. Hit a protocol, need an overhaul. Need an overhaul, I need an overhaul.
King's Dream Entertainment. Ruslan.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Fan Love Friday in full effect, showing you guys some of the dopest music you have not heard. We have the most talented Patreon community in the universe right now, watching from all over and with us. And so we're going to hop into some of their music here in just a second. If you're watching this live, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I'm going to take these AirPods off. Boom. So if you're watching this live, give this video a quick thumbs up. Yeah, I heard Andy Minio's new track. That joint is fire. Let's see. I asked my man Eastlu what part of the country he's from. I don't know if you heard me. So I'm gonna go to my man Randy Mason and then C4 first. Since they're on the East Coast.
And we're gonna jump into some of their music and then jump at the top of the list. All right.
Go ahead and say that rap, go ahead and break it, scratch, tag your name on that. Using a fat cap, cause you're the world without art, man, we can't have that. Bullets swinging like rat-tat-tat. School shopping for the kids, where the hazmats at, where the gas mask at, cause the hate is airborne and it weighs way more than what's in that backpack. Can't dab, no hugs, still can't stop love. Got to pursue it at all costs. I'm ready to assist like you in a ball court. Hey, why they have to ruin it all for? I'm watching and I'm viewing them all for. I'm not a hero, I'm a human who falls short. But if I'm doing what they doing, then I'm doing it all wrong.
See the world how it could have been if racism never stayed, but it's moving in, it's moving higher. Cities all on fire, people working overtime to spread the hate. When will they retire? Devil is a liar, but we making him admire. All the problems that we face and lacking moments to inspire. I'm sick and tired of the lives lost. Trying to walk straight now with your mind lost. Life is unpredictable and our time's short. All these rappers sound the same, I hear they rhymes forced. Yeah, go do that, make a difference, spread a little love, show them you can prove that. I'm hoping that we growing, knowing that we're better unified. You and I, we can come together, you decide. Bible says love your neighbor, make those rules apply. We getting started, it's a movement, now we shooting high.
Yeah.
In your hands, love and hate be debated, but understand when you get baited into chasing a man in anger, that war words leaves a line in the sand that it's hard to return from. You fight fire with fire, and everybody is bound to get burned. So religious tenets, no matter the book of prophet, gave us the blueprint on how to love inside the mosh pit of life. But we diminish the value of life, and eye for an eye, songs of the key of life. Why must somebody die before we believe a life really matters outside of what they did in their life? Yo, that crackhead drowned in pain with a Beck, so live love could be the next DMX. We love the roads with the thorns for people who do that. It takes six to spread love. Go ahead and do that.
Yeah. Yo, my man's, bro, that joint was fire, man. I messed with it big time. This is like the era that I come from. You know what I mean? So this is like,
right on.
This is me all day, man. So I love it. I think it's fire. I think everybody bodied it. I think the hook was a nice little, throwback, the production, the whole bit. And so I think my thought, outside of the artistic side, right? I think my thought goes is like this. This is where I think is, bro, there's an emerging demographic of people that are just now really starting to get like hip to the internet and social media that I think would eat this stuff up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some people our age and older, and some people younger that are just discovering the classic stuff from the 90s, and then it's like, oh, snap, this is revamped, right? So my brain outside of the creative, I go, how do you market this online in a way that's cool, right? And the first thing I think about is Griselda, right? Now, they're not Christian or nothing like that, but Griselda, and it's not exactly what you do, right? It's different, but they've been able to revamp a lot of that late 90s, early 2000s sound, put a lot of sauce on it, right? And make it cool again and be wildly successful.
Right on.
And they're all older dudes. Like those dudes are all 40 or about to be 40 or 40 plus. You know what I mean? And so, so I think hip hop is changing right before our very eyes. Like literally, it's transformed. Like had I heard this 5 years ago, I would have been like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know if there's an audience for this. This is boom bap. Like now, it's like, bro, everything has changed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's where my brain goes. Is like, bro, how can you get this in front of the right ears and eyes, and also maybe you do, you know, market to Christians who like Griselda, you know what I'm saying? And try to find some Griselda style beats that you rhyme on top of and run ads in front of those folks on YouTube and on Instagram. That's an idea, because you know on YouTube ads you can literally put ads as the 6-second buffer ad right before a video starts. So somebody can, so you could have somebody's demographic that you know they're a Christian and they like X, Y, and Z pastor, but they also like Griselda, and then they go watch a Griselda music video, and you could pick what channel your music video comes up, and maybe that's how you start building an audience around this stuff, is find that overlap. You know what I mean? That's an idea. Yeah. So that's where my brain goes, is Randy, I think you're so dope, bro, and I have the least concerns in terms of like the quality of the music with your stuff. I go to, how do we get this in front of more people? Right? Because I feel like then it becomes a numbers game. You get it in front of enough people, people are going to love it. People are going to get to know you. You do work with the community as well, right? Last time we talked, you were sharing some stuff that you do in Harlem. Yeah. You want to share a little bit of that with the folks who are watching?
Sure. Yeah. Thank you. First of all, thank you for the feedback. Super grateful and super insightful as always. So I'm glad. And yeah, so in terms of the community work, I work at an organization called Thrive Collective. So we're an arts nonprofit that creates hope and opportunity in and around New York City public schools through the arts and mentoring. So we do a lot of school murals, a lot of school music, a lot of hip hop, art education in New York City. And so, yeah, we all throughout. So I live in the Bronx. Our office right now is in Harlem. But yeah, we rock, yeah. I see you, C4. So yeah, we do a lot of work in arts education, and so it's been cool for me because it's been a way for me to kind of, supplement income and still work in the area of art and mentoring and work with young people and still be in the realm of music and everything. So that's been fun. So shout out to Thrive Collective.
That's awesome, bro. And is that a nonprofit? In terms of you guys are self-funded, like you guys fundraise, or is it you guys going through grants? Like how's that set up?
Yeah, so we are a nonprofit. So we generate revenue in a lot of different ways, but a lot of our work comes through the city via grants. A lot of city initiatives, the DA's office, the mayor's office, city council, school budgets, PTAs. Some private donors, and we also do like private commissions as well. So we'll do like private commissions for murals or concerts or events. We produce, like we're getting ready in a couple of weeks to produce an event in partnership with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office called Art of Healing. So we do that every year, several events every year, like arts festivals and that sort of thing around issues of like gun violence. And the neighborhood's just plagued by, trauma, violence, poverty, that kind of thing. So the whole idea really stems from like, the desire to eradicate artless education, because, came to the realization that there are, like hundreds of schools in New York City where art is not provided. I mean, where artistic, art is not a part of the educational experience for young people. And so we get to push in and work with young people during the school day, after school, all kinds of settings and stuff like that. Which is crazy because when I was in school, man, I was getting in trouble for kicking rhymes and drawing graffiti and breaking and like all these things. I remember getting in trouble for all the time. But fortunately, things are changing now. So,
amen. Bro, you know how much you know how much trauma and heartache a program like yours would have saved me in 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th, like right when all of a sudden going outside and getting in trouble became appealing. And then they're like, I can go in the studio, I can go work on art, like I can go get with some dudes that rap. Like, oh my gosh, bro, that would have saved me so. I probably wouldn't have gotten arrested. I would have gotten so, because really what you're looking for is an outlet a lot of times. And if you don't know, what you don't know, and you don't know that there's other means to express yourself and process the hurt and all that kind of stuff, bro. So thank you for sharing that, man. It's freaking salt of the earth, bro. Appreciate you, man. When I'm out there, we got to connect and see if we could put together an event or something together. But yeah, man, that's really cool, bro. So yeah, in terms of the music, man, you know, I think you're dope, bro. Like I mean, there's nothing I gotta say. I think marketing. I just instantly go to marketing. You know what I'm saying? You're the type of guy that like I would want to see God promote and give like a massive platform to. Like that would make me so happy. Like that would make me so ecstatic of like Randy Mason has 800,000 TikTok followers and 100,000 Instagram followers, right? Like that would make me so happy, and because you really are about the people, bro. Like, and that's so beautiful, bro. So, yeah, man. So that would be my thought is like, how can you take this and package it where it's relevant to this new generation? And it's going to be more. It's going to be more about packaging and short form content, video content. Watching a lot of guys like Nick D and what he's doing, and just just figuring out ways how to hack social and tell that story. Like I think it would be dope if you told that story. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. Like this is where I live. This is what we do. Da da da. You know what I'm saying? And it goes into a rap. You know what I'm saying? And it goes into the new single. Like that's what I think, because I think the story is so inspirational. And so yeah, man. So that would be. I feel like in the next coming years, like God's gonna be in the business of promoting people that 10 years ago it would have never been like, you know, because we're about the same age, right? I'm about to be 37. You're a little older than me, right?
I'm 36. Yeah.
36. Okay, so you're my age. Okay, so yeah, so we're the same age. So like I feel like those things on paper like wouldn't have worked 10 years ago. Like Nick D, father, husband from Culpeper, Virginia. Randy Mason, dad, after school, you know, arts program activist, you know, New York. Like I feel like with the changing of culture and music, I feel like that's where things are going, bro. So just be encouraged, man. Just be encouraged. And I say, one, be encouraged, bro. And two, be curious. Like really be curious. Like these rappers that are coming up that do similar things and have these kind of different stories, whether it's Griselda being dudes that are older than us making it, or whether it's guys like Nick D or whoever, like just be curious of the mechanics of that, and don't be afraid to try some things that like might feel cringy to you in the moment, but can actually like explode your audience.
Right on. Yo, man, invaluable. Thank you so much, brother. I love you. You heard?
Appreciate you, brother. All right, we're going to go to my man C4. C4 in the building. Menace movement in the building.
What up?
Let's go. I'm excited to check this out, brother. Glad you're here.
Feel me? Right. Shabay, what up? Shabay, what's good? Trying to tell him, yo. Remember when I couldn't see straight, was saying open the briefcase, the day was sweeter than cheesecake. I had to fasten my seatbelt and hit the e-brakes. I wrote this down and spit it to Jesus, he had to stay safe. Intercessory prayers until my knees break, cause the reaper ready to meet you, I'm screaming please wait. I heard they put that money on your head and it's cool, the street sweepers ready to enter the sweepstakes. He thought he was the man with them heavy knots. Swore he was like Betty Crock whipping ready rock. I wanna swing a machete, drop his hand inside of that smelly pot, putting that venom out like he Eddie Brock. He can't see what I'm saying, no, guess he Fetty Rock. Rather share peanut butter jelly with a deadly eye. that sails a trail of the hell you don't accept your pot. The flesh are right from the flames and they don't never stop. And now I'm seeking for a place that's holy, so I can call upon the Lord and please just save my homies. Pulling from the flames that's burning way below. I'm desperate calling on the Lord like please just save my bros. She's sipping on that liquor till it kill her liver. Deep in depression, I'm like, Lord, can you just save my sister? I'm in the gap, I'm trying to take a stand. This is in the session, Lord, can you just save my faith? Yeah, I used to make that kill music. Lil homie on rapper with a jackhammer, he making drill music. These rap cats make poppin' pills music, but in front of the judge, it's just entertainment. It's not for real music. The Lord said bring something real to it. He sent this Holy Spirit to clean it up and put a seal to it. Where I live, they acting real ruthless. Ladder clips like they real ruthless. Yeah, kiss the forehead of your pretty moms. They get really gritty. The principalities that roam inside my city strong. He waited on the digi scale, caught a shell, woke up in the realm, getting tortured by the Digimon. You trying to stretch your pockets and fill it with extra profit. I try to warn them, but at home they don't respect the profit. And I was pressed to stop it and put them in check. Tell them how the wages of sin is death. You got direct deposit, no. And now I'm seeking for a place that's holy, so I can call upon the Lord and please just save my homies. Pulling from the flames that's burning way below. I'm desperate calling on the Lord like please just save my bros. She's sipping on that liquor till it kill her liver. Deep in depression, I'm like, Lord, can you just save my sister? I'm in the gap, I'm trying to take a stand. This is in the session, Lord, can you just save my faith?
Yeah, man. That's 2 jams back to back, bro. I love it, man. I really like it. Speaking of Griselda, like that's a Griselda style beat. I feel like I'm not sure if that was intentional on your part, but very well done.
Yeah, that's you know, that's my style. That's typically what I rap on.
Yeah, bro. Very good. Very well done, bro. I think I think that, I mean, this is, you know, same thing I was just telling Randy, bro. Like it's the same exact thing. You know, I would say the music is there. It's fire already, so how can you get this in front of a big audience, you know? And I think it's going to be you telling your story and you hacking technology and social to tell it in a way that can cut through, which might take you a couple months to master that, or a year, you know what I mean? But if you do that, I think you're going to be in a very cool spot. And one little idea, this is just an idea. I think you should work on, see if you can develop some type of like signature calling card or signature ad lib that's like only C4 does. Because I think that's one of those things that can create replay value. And when you're going to back to the record, you know what I'm saying? Like people like hearing these like ad libs, you know, in the record. I've caught that a lot. And so I did a thing on a lot of my music, my new music, doing, I sample my son. So my son does all the ad libs from a lot of the like the Watch the Throne and the Beautiful Twisted Fantasy, right? So I got my son going louder, yeah, right? And it's and it's intentional because it's a kid's voice. So it's like I feel like people always smile when they hear a kid's voice, and then it's also things they've heard in hip hop before. You know what I mean? And so every cut on my new project has my 6-year-old going louder, yeah. You know what I mean? Wow, right? And so I think it subconsciously I'm trying to create that replay value so people want that. And then I actually did it with, I have a new song, maybe I'll play it for you guys later, where I sampled him doing the Griselda ad lib. Because I just love the ad lib so much, but I wasn't gonna bite the ad lib, so I'm like, let me get my 6-year-old to do it, and I think it'll sound cooler if he does it, right? So I got boom, 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 right? So I got my 6-year-old going boom, 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 right? And then I pitched his voice down, and it sounds kind of quirky, you know what I mean? And so it's like finding little things like that, you know, something that's like either unique to you, either you say, or maybe, I don't know if you're married or not, your wife says, or something that you could do in every verse, right? Rick Ross has that Maybach music, right? And they just milk that drop to death. Sometimes he'll work it into a rap. Sometimes every song has that Maybach, right? So I think there's something to that, that from a psychology standpoint where people want to hear back the song, right? And so, I mean, my favorite part of listening to Griselda, honestly, I'm not a big fan of their content, but I love their ad libs. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it glues their catalog together, you know, or the opening, the verse, hey yo, like the way his voice is like, hey yo, like, and it just, everything starts the same, and so it almost creates this like very well packaged thing that can translate across multiple songs. And what it does is it creates a degree of familiarity and it allows them to be innovative at the same time. They say great art is a combination of familiarity and originality. So it's something that's familiar and you're expecting it, but it's also original, right? So that would be as I'm just shooting from the hip. I think if you had something like that in every song, and it's gonna feel. It's gonna feel cringe. Like, it's gonna feel like, I don't want to use the same daggone ad lib. You know what I'm saying? I want to use the same drop on everything. But if you look at it across the board, I mean, you know, I could give you so many examples of people who do it, and it just creates a cohesiveness to it. And so that would be my only, I guess, advice or feedback to you, brother.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. Right.
Yeah, man. Well, very well done, bro. So are you just dropping singles right now, or like tell me what do you want? What energy are you on?
Nah, I already got 2 EPs out, and I got a third project with me and Sail Out of Corner. We did a collab project together, produced by Shamir. He used to be a part of a team called Salnami.
Yeah. Shamir's fire, bro. Shamir's fire. I worked with him on a song with Joey Vontes. Yep, he's super dope.
Word.
Yeah. Super dope, man.
We
Yeah,
got that coming out.
That's awesome, bro. Yeah, I think the best thing a lot of brothers can do right now is practice the restraint of dropping singles, and really approaching every song as a single and releasing it as a single, and then taking it and repackaging them with the same ISRQ numbers. Because I think when you going into a record as a single, let me make the very best record I can make and pour everything I have into this record. When I'm going into a record as an album cut, it's an album cut. You know what I'm saying? I might slack off on the verse. I might slack off on the mix. But when you're going in, I'm just doing singles. This is the best equipment I could possibly. I mean, this is the best equipment. I'm looking at the chat at the same time. It's the best contribution I can give to this body of work right now. And let me just make this the very best thing. And so that, I think, and that's what Spotify is favoring right now, is singles. You know what I mean? Because you get more shots at the, what's it called, at the editorial joints and the release radar. And then they just launched this new thing that I was on that's crazy. It's like running ads inside of Spotify. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. If you know, I'm getting back into consistently releasing music, but they got, what is it called? The campaigns. This thing right here is supposed to be crazy. It's called Campaigns. Basically allows you to run ads to your audience, to your collaborators' audience, right inside of Spotify. And so if you got a fire record, you know, so like I'm gonna be running this, you know, my next single comes out Friday. I'm gonna be running some ads for it, and yeah, man. So it's a good time to be making music right now, man. Like, it's a really, 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 really cool time to be making music. If cats are up on the latest technology and the latest moves, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, man. Well done, brother. I appreciate you being here, C4. Where are you based out of again?
I'm in Bridgeport, Connecticut right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've driven through Bridgeport. Are you finna be at Flavor Fest?
No.
No. Come on, man. That's where all the Christian rappers are meeting up at, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, I can't do it.
All right, respect, brother. Thank you so much for being here, man. I'm gonna let you go.
All right, Brody.
Yo, that joint is crazy. That record's nuts. All right, let's see. We got my man. If anybody else is on East Coast time, in the chat. Let me know in the chat, and I'll bump you ahead since I started so late. So forgive me, but I'm just gonna go in the order because those are the two I knew were on East Coast time. I'm gonna go to order. My family brought me a salad. It's just like a chicken Caesar salad, I think. Yo, my bad. I preach. All this is a Canon SL3. That's a Canon SL3. This is my nicer EOS R. This is overkill, but Canon SL3s is what I use, and everything is in the descriptions. Yeah, I think all you gotta do, Trutha. Gosh, I probably shouldn't even be saying this because my Spotify person I hired to do Spotify is gonna be irritated that I'm giving y'all all this free game. You have to go in and go under Teams in your Spotify for Artists and add payment information, and then I believe if you're verified, they then unlock that campaigns feature. There's the game. Okay, I just found, yo, this is how you know I love you guys. I found that out yesterday. And I'm here giving it to you guys today. Okay, I found this out yesterday from somebody I pay. I pay people to give me this information, and I just gave it to you for free. All right, send me a super chat. Why don't you? All right, let's go to my man Laith LaRue. What's up, brother? Appreciate you being here, man. Excited to hear this jam. Laith, very well done. Okay, so my man Leon in the chat, yeah, he had some interesting feedback for you. He said that vibe, no lie. I wish the vocals were mixed better. I think that's some good feedback as well. What I like about this is I feel like you're working on your cadences more. Like you're hitting some like you're hitting more interesting cadences, and it's still moody and vibey. So I think that's super dope. I like it, man. I mean, I like the simple visual. When I listen to your music, it intrigues me about who are you in real life. Like I'd be real curious, like what energy is Laith on? Like I want to go to Austin and just kick it with this dude because I'm so intrigued by like where are these songs coming from. And obviously, we don't need to unpack that here, but that's what I think, which I think is good because from one side, you're gonna have people that just connect with you emotionally, but from another side, you're gonna have people be like, "Yo, what is he talking about? Where's this coming?" Like it's cryptic enough where it makes me intrigued, but it's also like linear in the storytelling. You know what I mean? And it's relatable, even though I can't really relate to it right now, but I can relate. I've felt this way before at some point in my life, and so I think that's very that's very very well done on your part. So yeah, and your handles are just Laith LaRue, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, man. How are you liking Austin?
It's good. I've gotten to see a lot of cool stuff so far. If you're ever in Austin, I would love to meet you.
Yeah, man. Hopefully South by Southwest is back next year. And if that's the case, I will
That'd
be.
awesome. I really appreciate the feedback and everything.
Well done, brother. Laith LaRue, ladies and gentlemen. Laith LaRue. All right, yo, what up? Weezy Satellite KD. Okay, you guys want to hear a new record? Let's see. Oh, okay, my man Randy's still here. He'll like this. So I actually discovered this beat on this channel, and then finally made a song out of it. So this is the record where I talked about having my son do the Griselda ad lib. So I'll play this for you guys here in just a second. I'm in my lander. Here we go.
My time, my mind, what am I, what could be, mortified, what could be, fortified, certified, chrome man, total line, no man, who am I, sort of guy, borderline, no man, hit the bag, got show hands, hit the bag with my old friends, all my day ones still here, I ain't got a ton of whole hands, or the chrome man, or anybody, only slow dance from my own wife to the slow jams, and they hype, Asian for that is highly unlikely, I do it politely, it's dripping like ice, drip, drip, drip. My fluids are hype, sip, sip, sip. Liquor water to a penny power, you fit martial art like Tai Chi. Giving my tennis and mighty, like Holy Spirit is inside me. I get the sentiment, something's off. Keep living my life to the son of man, son of God. A sinner, the saint, same feeling so odd. E210, new in him, ain't a facade. Stand up, man up, need to see them hands up. Ran up, plans up, need to get the bands up. I need to get them plans up. Need to see them hands up. Stand up, man up, need to see them hands up. Ran up, plans up, need to see them hands. Crafted with skill, asking his will, ill be given. Mastered with skill, passively build, I've been living. Under my means, hunger it seems keeps me driven. Run it up, please, 100 a piece, ain't no limit. Cause I need properties outside the city limits. See, I got people I need to care for, no, I ain't fibbing. See, shout out to the haters that help me to make a living, please. Keep on watching AdSense, don't come with any receipts. Front of the party, skip the rations. I can be subjected to learning from what is classless. I can be rejected from progress when you move backwards. My money's no longer tucked under my mama's mattress. Why? I get the sentiment, something's off. Keep living my life to the son of man, son of God. A sinner, the saint, same feeling so odd. E210,
New in him, ain't a facade.
Stand up, man up, need to see them hands up. Ran up, plans up, need to get the bands
Boom, boom,
up.
boom, boom.
I need to get them plans up. Need to see them hands up. Stand up, man up, need to see them hands up. Ran up, plans up, need to get the bands up. I need to get them plans up.
Boom, boom.
Need to see them hands up. Stand up, man up, need to see them hands up. Ran up, plans up, need to get the bands up. I need to get them plans up. Need to see them hands up, hands up, hands up.
Drop a bomb for myself. So that's called, actually, okay, that's called Plans Up. So that's not coming out this Friday. That's coming out next Friday. And this Friday I have the Love What You Do song, or it's called First Love It. And then a full project is dropping October 1st. So I got to get like those smart links and stuff up. But yeah, so that's my son. I sampled my son doing the boom, 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 boom. Just because I love their ad lib so much, and I didn't want to just take it. So there's that. Yeah, so that's produced by OK Hip Hop. That's my man OK Hip Hop on the beat. A banger. Yeah, so not so the 24th that comes out. I got a song coming out this Friday that maybe I'll play for you guys later. Yeah, and that's another thing, Islu. Yeah, so and that's another reason why I have my son on everything is because I'm actually gonna set him up with his own DistroKid. And I'm going to set him up with his own publishing. Yeah, my son Levi is 6. He'll be 7 November 17th. So that he'll start contributing to my catalog. And regardless on how big it does or doesn't get, but like, you know, with Music Bed and sync licensing, like that song could make it on a Google ad or something like that. And that could potentially just start trickling in passive revenue. So I'm going to intentionally put him on pretty much all my music, give him publishing over everything. And then that could start creating some revenue for him. And I'll probably do the same. Because I think what you discover with music is that, and Neems, turn your camera on when you're ready, brother. I'm going to go to you next. But what you discover with music is that it's a slower build for revenue streams initially. It's harder to get music off the ground initially, okay? But once you get it off the ground and you get your revenue streams diversified, you understand how the Spotify algorithm works, you understand how you can get new fans, you understand how ads work, you understand how sync licensing works, you understand how you can make the music the soundtrack for your merchandise and make the merchandise the packaging for the music. Once you figure those things out, music long term can be very, very lucrative across the board. It just takes, it's harder to get it off the ground. Whereas I would say like merchandising and YouTube, if you could touch the algorithm on YouTube, you could flip merchandising, that kind of stuff. You can kind of get that going faster. And so there's a lot of money in music, guys. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? I know quite a few people independently doing 5 figures, you know, a month off of DistroKid money. Or multiple 5 figures, you know, a month. And it's because they have a catalog of 100, 200 songs. It's because they've been doing it for a while, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of money in music, but it's a slower burn and build out for music. You know what I mean? I found some royalties from years ago. Yeah, man, yeah. And there's all kinds of different royalties and just different places the money trickles in from. So don't sleep on music, guys, especially if you could produce, like my man Neems. But you have to be willing to go. It's decades, right? You got to go decades and not months. A lot of cats are like they're trying to come up in a month or two. It's like, fam, you know, unless you out here selling drugs and pouring all your money into getting your music off the ground, it's not an overnight process, you know. IRA at 529 can help your kids a ton down the line. Okay. Thank you, Britt. I'm not familiar with the 529. I got to get all that stuff set up, so thank you for reminding me of that. Damn just dropped in. Hard to catch you live from England. Yo, shout out to England. What's up, brother? Yeah, we going to do more stuff in the early afternoons. All right, here we go, my man Neems. Yeah. Come on. Let's go. That sample is crazy, bro. Edify Sounds, what up, brother? Yeah. Sheesh. Yeah, man. Well done, brother. That was fire. I like it a lot. I think you're starting to find your pocket, bro. And like the sample chops, I mean, you've always done well with like juxtaposing colors and textures, but I feel like this is definitely like some of your top tier work. The low end slaps, you got cool little like stuff sprinkled in. That sample, the way you filter that sample to me is my favorite part. I don't know if that's like a wah-wah effect you got on it, but it's very cool. Let me listen again. Hold on.
It might just be how the sample came up.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's dope, man. I mess with it, bro.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I mess with it. Make more.
We'll do.
And get them on Spotify and sell some beats. And, you know, Truther wants a beat. I'm sure there's folks in here that are willing to collaborate with you as a primary
soon
artist.
enough.
Come on, man.
I'm still like I'm almost done with the Escort. I gotta get a tag. I gotta get.
There you go.
I'm gonna finish my singles, my lo-fi singles, and get those set up. And then I just got my logo back, and so hopefully early next year.
Okay.
At the latest is when I can start.
Way
or
cool.
Before.
Way cool.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, man. That's my man Neems. All right, we going to the brother Josh Martin. Excited to check him out. And then after Josh, we got Kilo and Islu. All right. Okay. It's a fire guitar.
Bring the drums in.
Beauty is a burden, these cycles take their turns. I've been out here swerving, so let the fire burn. Beauty is a burden, these cycles take their turns. I've been out here swerving, so let the fire burn. I feel so free, I feel so fly. I put my wings into the sky.
Okay.
The past behind on my mission, tunnel vision with precision. Airing out my dirty dishes. Pray for my enemies, yeah, that's my hit list. While they gunning for my witness, still about my father's business. I ain't perfect, but I'm living no one-day-handed dirty dealings. Understanding what I'm feeling, I ain't stranded, I'm just yielding. I ain't here to be chameleon, man, I'm here to make a killing. Beauty is a burden, these cycles take their turn. I've been out here swerving, so let the fire burn. Beauty is a burden, these cycles take their turn. I've been out here swerving, so let the fires burn. I've been wandering, pondering. I'm jumping off into the deep end of this common sense. I search the pages of my intellect, dissecting these apparitions that I neglect with no regrets. Portions of my heart screaming sanctify. On the contrast, these shadows wanna run and hide. It ain't no demise that I refuse to climb. I'm choosing rest at every intersection of my mind. And I confess I got some thoughts I can't define. Beauty is a burden, these cycles take their turns. I've been out here swerving, so let the fire burn. Beauty is a burden, these cycles take their turns. I've been out here swerving, so let the fire burn. Hey, beauty is a burden, these cycles take their turns. I've been out here swerving, so let the fire burn. Beauty is a burden, these cycles take. I put my wings into the sky, leave the past behind. On my mission, tunnel vision with precision. Airing out my dirty dishes, pray for my enemies, yeah, that's my hit list. While they gunning for my witness, still about my father's business. I ain't perfect, but I'm living no one-day-handed dirty dealings. Understanding what I'm feeling, I ain't stranded, I'm just yielding. I ain't here to be chameleon, man.
Josh, well done, brother. I really like this. My question would be, did you one take these verses?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be really my only my feedback is just try to punch a bit more, just to kind of button up that delivery. And I really think that and just like a cleaner mix on this, and you're gonna you gotta bop. But I could tell like some of the enunciation was a little sloppy, or like I could tell. Maybe the average listener couldn't tell, but I could tell where you were
absolutely
kind of rushing through stuff. You know,
I hear the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't have the stems yet, so I only have the MP3 of the beat right now.
Okay.
So yesterday I was like, I'm gonna throw this together. I just like wrote it in class, which I should have been taking notes, but I was in class and I was like, it was like a horticulture class, and they said beauty is a burden, and I was just like, there it is.
There it is.
Just, like, went to town and threw it together. I just wanted to submit something, so thank you. I appreciate it.
I love it, man. Yo, horticulture was how I got out of having to take a science class at community college, bro. I freaking hated science, bro. I took an oceanography class in summer when I was still in high school, like trying to get ahead, you know, and I bombed it, like bombed. Like the professor pulled me to the side. I was like, look, bro, you're gonna get an F. I recommend you drop before you get an F. And yeah, man. So you're a shrewd guy for taking horticulture. I took horticulture, and I took it with my buddy Sam Wells, who actually shot all my early music videos, and I basically just copied off of Sam and barely made it through. And he was already into plants and gardens and crap. So
yeah, my wife's actually taking the class with me.
Oh,
so,
respect.
Yeah.
You're in there, bud. Where are you going to college right now?
I'm at Saddleback right now, community.
Okay.
So I'm doing mental health and music at the same time.
Way cool.
I could be a music therapist.
I love that, bro. That's amazing.
Yeah.
This definitely sounds like music therapy.
Alright.
This record, you know, there might be something in that, music and therapy, branding your stuff as music therapy.
Oh, for sure. Cool.
Yeah, man. Well done, brother. Appreciate you so much, man. Thank you, Josh.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, that was Josh Martin. We got a couple more submissions. My man OK Hip Hop just showed up. OK Hip Hop, you missed the world premiere of our song. I played him our new song together. Okay, let's see. Here we go. My man Islu. I'm the producer. Thank you for clarifying that. Islu dropped the record on me last week, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. And he's like, oh, yeah, I just made the beat, bro.
My bad, bro.
It's all good. All right, here we go. That bass is crazy. Yeah, man. And so, bro, you're writing in these melodies, right? You're drawing these in on your DAW.
Yeah.
Are you playing anything with hand, or is it just all drawn in?
Nah, it's all digital. Oh my
Wow.
God, yeah.
And what are you producing on again?
FL Studio.
Yeah, man. It's crazy you're able to get that bounce out of the drums.
Appreciate you.
Because it definitely sounds like something is getting played, you know, but it all sounds very, yeah, man. Well done, bro. Where are you based out of again?
What's up?
Where are you based out of?
Oh, I was born in Houston. I'm still in Houston, but I'm going to school in Lubbock, so I'm not at home right now.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Lubbock University or the city of Lubbock?
Texas Tech University in the city of Lubbock.
Yeah. Lubbock. I got a friend that lives in Lubbock. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done, bro. So who is the artist? Because this is the same guy that was on the song last week. Is this the main person you collaborate with?
This is like my first like actual like collaboration, I guess. But the guy was in the stream a couple weeks ago on like a feature, and so like I hit him up and like we've just been cooking it up since then.
Oh, that's dope. That's
Yeah,
way
it's pretty,
cool.
Pretty good.
Yeah, his name is. How do you say his name? Zanzi.
Zanze.
Zanze.
Yeah,
That's way cool, man. So you just reached out to him and you guys have been collaborating?
Yeah, he's gonna drop them once he buys like the leases and stuff. He's gonna drop them, so should be soon.
Way cool, man. Well, keep going, brother. I like it. I like it a lot.
Appreciate you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's Islu, my man's body and stuff. All right, next up, I think we got Maddie on the mix. Let me get him situated here. Man, Alcott just showed up. Yeah. Hey. Way dope, man. I like this a lot, bro.
Thanks, man.
I think top to bottom is really fly. The energy, the groove, your sound selection. I would say the only thing I would have done different is just pushed up that bass a little more.
Okay.
Because I think that bass was really dope, and what you were playing, how you were playing it, the sound you were playing was really fire. And so I would say push that bass up a little more, and then maybe a tad bit more master bus compression, just to kind of glue it all together.
Okay.
Just a
I'm
hair.
looking forward to hearing it that way too.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I like it a lot, bro. I think you've like really found your pocket, man, and it's super
Thanks, man.
super dope to
I
hear.
got 3 of these coming up next month, so
That's what's up, man. Keep going, my brother.
thanks, man. Peace.
Maddie on the mix, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we got OK Hip Hop. OK Hip Hop. I was trying to send OK Hip Hop our song, and it was at that point I discovered that OK Hip Hop was on a Droid, and I was I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what to think, my guy.
Yeah.
Did not know what to think. Hey, what do you do to get your beats to kind of slap and sound so big in terms of the low end and just the overall, like, because like the song we did together, like I didn't need stems or anything. Like I literally just took your 2-track and I was like, I don't want stems. I don't want to mess this up. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful as it is. Beautiful. I played it earlier, by the way. I don't know if you saw the stream, but I played.
Oh no, I gotta run it back. Thank you. Yeah, one thing that I do to make sure that it's like the drums are hitting and everything is like leveled properly is first I start with sound selection, because if you don't have good enough sounds, then it's not gonna matter what you do to the beat.
Right.
It's still gonna sound flat.
Right.
So I stick to like decap drum kits, Illmind, just to name a few, just to get it started.
Yep.
And I push the kick and the snare like almost all the way up.
Okay.
Not to where I'm peaking, but more to like, just underneath it, so it's not like, too loud or anything, just way they really cut through the mix. And the melody, I make sure it's like halfway down, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like if the kick and the snare are loud, the melody needs to be lower than the kick and the snare.
Okay.
And then you kind of feel out your hi-hats and your percussions and your bass.
Okay.
So that's like a quick little
So
tip.
there's not a lot of master bus compression you're doing, or compression on the just the drums or stuff like that?
I don't do any type of compression on my drums because the sounds that I pick have compression in them already.
Got it.
And it's a lot, like sound selection is really important when it comes to that, because they do all the work for you, most of the work for you.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I'll go in if there's something I'm like really trying to get a sound for. Like,
Yeah.
if there's something I'm really trying to do, then I'll do like compression and add stuff. But most of the time, it's just the stuff is already comes in knocking. So
Got it. Got it. Some gems there. Yo, shout out to Britt Grin. I think that's his name, Britt, for the generous super chat. All right, let's get into this track. Gosh darn it. Whew. Sheesh. Bro, this is like really good, man. Holy moly. What's the sample on this?
Sample is from hip hop drums and snares. Oh, the Drum Broker. That's where I got my samples
Drum Broker,
from. It's
okay.
called, I think it's called, the producer who does the melodies, his name is Nami, Nami, and he's super dope. I just found out about him recently. He like does these really cool, airy, vocally samples like that, and it's like my favorite right now.
Do you know what the pub split is on those?
I'm not sure. I have to learn more, but I haven't looked into it that much. But yeah, I'm just doing creative right now. I'm trying to get into the business a little bit later.
Got you. That's what's up. No, that's really good, man. I think it's fire. We gotta figure out. I'm gonna play our joint together. Yeah, you know me. I'm my man Maddie said I'm strategizing for a track. Well, yeah, because I gotta do the math. Like if we go if me and OK Hip Hop do a record together, and then I find out we also gotta own the publisher, 50% of the sample or whatever. Like that makes sense. Even with a beat as good as this, I'm gonna play our record together again, and then you gotta let me know if you're trying to build up your Spotify. And if you want to be listed as a primary artist on this record or not.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I got my Spotify. I can send you the info and everything.
Yeah, you know what I mean by primary artist, right? So that it comes up on your profile?
Yeah.
Got
That's
you.
what On Beat Music does.
Yep. All right. Let me run this joint back.
My time, my mind, what am I? What could be? Mortify, what could be? Fortified, certified, grown man. Total line, no man. Who am I? Sort of guy, borderline, no man. Hit the bag, I throw hands. Hit the bag on my old friends. All my petty ones still here. I ain't got time to hold hands with a grown man or anybody. Only slow dance for my own body to the slow jams and they might. Action from that is highly unlikely. I do it politely. It's dripping like ice, drip, drip, drip. My fluids are high, sip, sip, sip. Living water, so I penny power. You fit martial art like Tai Chi. Get on my dick, is it mighty? Like punishment, but is it like me? I get the sentiment, something's off. Keep living my life to the son of man, son of God. A son of the saint, same feeling so odd. E210, new in him, ain't a facade. Stand up, man up, need to see them hands up. Ran up, plans up, need to get the bands up. I need to get them plans up. Need to see them hands up. Stand up, man up, need to see them hands up. Ran up, plans up, need to see them hands. Crafted with skill, asking his will, it'll be given. Mastered with skill, passively build, I've been living. Under my means, hunger it seems keeps me driven. Run it up please, 100 a piece, ain't no limit. Cause I need properties outside the city limits. See, I got people I need to care for, no I ain't fibbing. See, shout out to the haters that help me to make a living. Please keep on watching AdSense, don't come with any receipts. Front of the party, skip the rations. I can be subjected to learning from what is classless. I can be rejected from progress when you move backwards. My money's no longer tucked under my mama's mattress. Why? I get the sentiment, something's off. Keep living my life to the son of man, son of God. A sin of the saint, same feeling so odd. E210, new in him, ain't a facade. Stand up, man up, need to see them hands up. Ran up, plans up, need to get the bands up. I need to get them plans up. Need to see them hands up. Stand up, man up, need to see them hands up. Ran up, plans up, need to get the bands up. I need to get them plans up. Need to see them hands up. Stand up, man up. Need to see them hands up. Ran up, plans up. Need to get the bands up. I need to get them plans up. Need to see them hands up. Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Okay, hip hop. We gotta work more together, man. We gotta work more together. We gotta find a groove. I was just telling him earlier, man, I gotta get the mixing off my plate, bro. Yeah, it's just too much. It's such a different muscle. Like making YouTube videos versus producing versus rapping, they're all so different to me. And so like, I just uploaded 3 songs for Iman to, help me finish. Cause I found out 2 of the songs I probably can't use on this project. So I'm like calling all these audibles. And bro, it is just such an exhausting process to mix. So I gotta find like a system where, I'm not doing so much of it. Cause this, a lot of these records I produced, and I like producing, but I think I like your beats and Ray Rock's beats substantially more. So I just gotta figure out a different system for creating, man. But yeah, mixing is definitely. That record was fine to mix, like, cause again, I added some effects to the instrumental and I didn't really have to do a whole lot to it. It was fairly fine, but records when you're doing the beat and the mix and everything together, it's like, ugh, know. So with your stuff, it comes pretty much mixed. Like the beat is already made. A 2-track does the trick. Which, by the way, I discovered that a lot of the trap stuff from like Migos and Future and all that kind of stuff, they never do stems for those records. A lot of those are 2 tracks.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Some of the biggest like Migo records were like a 2-track MP3, dusty quality. You know what I'm saying? And they just like put the sauce on it, man.
Oh man, yeah, it is a lot to do the mixing. Before we go, I had a quick question, if you don't mind me asking. About my dad. He's really good on YouTube. He has 3 million subscribers. He's Badlands Chugs. He has like a following and everything.
Shout out to your dad.
Yeah, Badlands Chugs is awesome. And me being a part of his content, a lot of his subscribers come over to my channel.
As they
currently at 5,500.
As they should.
And so I'm trying to like navigate the waters between like how do I get people to like come for me and like not my dad? Not that I don't, you know, I love my dad and he's great. We do stuff together as well. But there's times where like I've been doing a lot of live streaming and I would stream and I get people in the chat be like, yo, where's Badlands? Where's your dad? Come on, bring him down. We gotta, because they want to see him.
Yeah.
He's the star.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to like navigate between like how do I create my own content and my own following.
Yeah.
But still, I don't want to like lean on my dad too much, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it totally makes sense.
But I also don't want to like leave it on the table.
Right.
I want there to be like a like they come for my dad, but they're like stay for me. I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's an interesting dynamic, bro. To answer your question, the short answer is I don't know because I've never been in that sort of situation. What do you think the expectation is when someone subscribes to your channel? What is that creator consumer transaction that happens, or that agreement that happens? So someone comes over and they're like, all right, I'm gonna check out OK Hip Hop. What do you think the expectation is?
Well, I feel like there's two types. I've noticed there's two types of people. There are the die-hard fans of my dad who are so much of a fan of my dad that they love me by default.
Right.
They like come to every stream, they comment on every video, and they're just like, hey, your dad's awesome, so I think you're awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the people who are just like, I kind of just want to see your dad. But the way that I try to sell it is my music is on his channel.
Mm-hmm.
I do the editing. I do most of the photography work. If you like what you see on his channel, come to my channel because there's a lot more of what you see on there. And, like that's kind of like the play I'm trying to do. So, I've been doing a lot of live streaming. Like, it's a lot of young people, a lot of like teenagers that I looked at my analytics, mostly teenagers.
Wow.
So like 30 who are subscribers of mine.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was a good, like, I'm into gaming, so I've done gaming streams and they've done really well. And
dope.
Like 15 concurrent viewers and stuff, and they, we have a good time. I'm trying to be entertaining and like talking to chat.
Yeah.
And like telling stories about me and my dad, and like, I'm trying to make TikTok videos where I do a live stream, I do an excerpt, I do vertical.
Yep.
Vertical content as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's the expectation. And I just wanted to know if there was any if you had any insight from based on what your success has brought you from YouTube. What would you do if you were in my position?
I think it's all in expectations, right? Mm-hmm. So again, to be fair, I've never been in your position, and I think it's such a unique position to be in. And I actually think it's a very cool position, but they could also be kind of growing up with your dad as a famous rapper, or what I'm saying? The expectation is super crazy. So yeah. I think it's a very unique position that you find yourself in. And I would say it's going to be more about expectation. If they're going over there expecting to see the thing that you're going to show them, then it should work out long term. Short term, you're going to get some of the, come on, where's your dad? You know what I mean? You're going to get some of that, but that's okay. That's okay. Mm-hmm. They like your dad, So, so I would say, man, be okay with that, and also show them what you're about. Show them the things that you're into. I love the fact that you're gaming. I think that's really smart. I love the fact that you're telling stories about your dad. That's beautiful. I would do a lot of that, right? Because that's an easy tie-in, because they're probably getting some content that's valuable to them that's also not going to come from your dad's channel, because it's about your dad, but it's not from your dad. So that's very smart. So I think I would set just the expectation, and just people know this is what we're on, this is what we're about, this is what's going to happen. Even in my streams, I've been trying to be more intentional about just here's what you're going to get on this video, like up front. This is what's going to happen. And if you don't want that, don't watch the video. You know, like I don't want you here if you don't want that. Like I just did a video on the whole mandates thing and I like had to open it up. Like here, full disclosure, this is where I'm at with all this. If that bugs you, like don't watch the video. You know, I don't want you here angry at me. Or like, cause frustration is unmet expectation. Right? When someone gets frustrated is when there's an expectation that isn't met. This is true in marriage. This is true in the content we consume. This is true in the friendships we have. This is true in our career paths. You have an expectation. You're let down. Now you're frustrated. You act out, right? And YouTube is the same way. So I would say just focus expectation. And I would say you keep knowing who you are and what you're about and what you represent and being unapologetic about that. And infuse as much as your personality as you can, you know, and at the end of the day, know that like, you know, this is also supposed to be fun, man. So it's okay if you roast some of these kids occasionally. It's okay if you, you know, it's okay. Like it's okay for you to be human, you know, and have some fun. So I think that would be my advice, man, is like set the bar where it's supposed to be up front. If you do that, then it should work itself out. And it's like you also have to, I mean, you're in such a unique position. I was also going to say the other thing is I think the more you collaborate with other people and creators, the audience won't just be fans of your dad. Like the audience will spread apart. So it's like you appearing on my channel, you appearing on other channels, you having other people appear on your channel. It's like keep collaborating with people that you find interesting. So if you're hip hop, gaming, right? That's kind of like your niche. I don't know exactly what your niche is, but it sounds like it's kind of like you game and you do hip hop and it's like also your personality. I would be figuring out like, can you reach out to Curtis King? Can you get a stream? Can you get him on your channel? Can you get not OK Hip Hop? You're OK Hip Hop. Can you get Stolen Drums on your channel? Can you get And if you get some of these other people on your channel from similar niches or similar audiences, I think that is going to be super dope. So you also got to figure out your fan avatar. Who do you want on your channel, and what are they coming for, and where are you hoping to get them from point A to point B? Maybe that's a product, maybe that's just watching, right? So if you know who your audience is, then you can also collaborate with other people. So maybe your dad just gets you kind of like top of funnel people, but because you're so comfortable in who you are, you're going to know who to go to, and because you already have 4,500 subscribers, it's going to be easier for you to get an interview with a Curtis King because you already got things in motion. You're already booming, you know, or Stolen Drums or whoever. So I think you got to kind of navigate that and figure out like who are you trying to speak to. I remember Curtis King used to do videos and he used to open his videos with what's going on, rappers and producers, right? And then he stopped and he went all in on producers. He didn't want to speak to rappers anymore. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then out of that, you had like guys like Adam Ivy rise up immediately after who were willing to speak more to the artist side. You had guys like Rob Level rise up with Smart Rapper, the YouTube page Smart Rapper. So I think you also got to figure out like who is the OK Hip Hop YouTube viewer avatar. Is it a rapper? Is it a producer? Is it someone that wants to get into producing, right? And where are you trying to get them to on your funnel? You have a good top of funnel. Where are you trying to get them to buy a beat, or are you trying to get them to buy a sound kit so that they can make beats? Totally different objectives, right? It's a bit more linear as well, though, right? It gives you something to think through. Whereas, like in my case, I have a couple different digital products, and I also have a Patreon community, so I'm trying to funnel people through there. But I'm thinking a lot about my digital products, and like, man, if I kind of speak to a bit of a broader audience, I could probably do better on my digital products, right? My merch course, my Master YouTube course. And so those would be the things I would be thinking about is like, what's the end win for OK Hip Hop? Like the end win, the more I'm doing this, I like being representation for people on YouTube and like, wow, Ruslan, like you're a Christian and you love Jesus and the Bible, but like you think about these social issues and I feel represented. Like that's important to me. But I think what's more important to me is taking people from one step in their process of being on a career path, on a trajectory to become an entrepreneur, and actually helping get them there, whether that's through a process or through a course or through mentorship or whatever, right? That to me is much more exciting than like, let me give a nuanced take on the mandates and the vaccine, right? Like, it's like, oh man, like I was not excited to make that video today, because I'm like, gosh, man, because I'm dealing with it in my own life. But I know there needs to be some type of, right? So I'm solving a problem, but is that the problem I want to solve long term, is to have these like nuanced debates, or not debates, but conversations about faith and God and music and culture and current events and politics? It's exhausting. So I think if you could set those expectations for yourself, bro, are you trying to sell beats to rappers? Are you trying to sell courses or kits to producers? Are you just trying to build a personality audience, just people that are into you? So maybe you do both, right? Maybe it's like, I'm going for the long play. I'm not trying to convert in the short term because I don't need to make a bunch of money off of this. I won't worry about monetization for 5 years. It's a different play. Then you can take slower. You can really make it more about your personality, right? So hopefully that's helpful. Is some of this resonating with you?
Yeah, definitely. I hadn't even thought about like you said top of funnel,
yeah,
and then like having it come down to like, I wasn't even thinking about it from the perspective of trying to get like a sale, like a beat sale or any type of like, I was like, for me in my mind it was get monetized, more subscribers, work with companies to do like brand deals on YouTube, like this video was brought to you by Auto, like that kind of thing.
Sure.
And like, and that's kind of as far as I thought about it,
Yeah.
So that's definitely helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. So I think what you got to walk away with is say, what is the win for OK Hip Hop when someone clicks on your YouTube page, right? What is the win? You have a built-in top of funnel because your dad is a mega famous YouTuber. So that's it's pretty dope, right? Whereas other people got to go find other top of funnels, meaning they got to get popping on TikTok or got to use, right? So different top of funnels, where if you were starting out and let's just say you were a TikToker, where do you want to get people ultimately? What pot do you want them to land in? Is it a Patreon community, right? Like I know Stolen Drums, his thing is like he has this like producer community, right? And so it's like he has a course and a mastermind. It's $20 a month. You can join. You can watch his beat technique. So it's like that's marketed more towards producers, right? Same thing with Curtis King. So I think that would be the thing, is like, what's the win? And if you could figure that out, holy moly, you'll be out of here. And then everything can kind of get funneled through that. This is the win for OK Hip Hop, right? And so these are things that I'm thinking about myself, and it's good things to think about, man. Good things to think about. I think I like where I'm at, but I think broader and I think bigger, and I'm like, man, but I really enjoy helping people tangibly, like really. Ruslan, you said this in this video, and it made me go get this new job. And that job then led me to learn these skills, and these skills 5 years later led me to build my own business. Like that's the win for me, right? Like top to bottom. And so it sounds so cringe to say that out loud. It sounds very like Gary Vee. And I'm just like, ugh, like I don't want to be that guy. But if I'm honest, like that's the stuff I find exciting, like Bartholomew Jones and Coffee Black. Like that is so exciting to me. Seeing Bats flourish, so exciting to me. Seeing Nick flourish. And by no means am I saying like I had hands in their success, but being a part of that is so exciting to me. You know what I mean? Us doing records together, and then those records are going to end up on Music Bed, and you're going to make some money, and I'm going to make some money. And you know what I'm saying? Like those are awesome. Like that's the win to me in what I'm attempting to do. How I get there is gonna be interesting, right? Because I'm not gonna not be a Christian on YouTube. I'm always gonna be a Christian on YouTube, but how I navigate some of that content, I'm trying to think through it myself. So it's a good thought exercise, I think, for all of us to have.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks so much.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, brother. OK Hip Hop. All right, guys. We go to my man Alcott. Alcott, you're gonna be at Flavor Fest, right?
Yes, sir, man. We gotta link up.
Yes, we do. We're doing a special thing at Flavor Fest. Was that Chandler Moore? Who Chandler Moore? Chandler Moore here? I don't think Chandler Moore is here. Chandler Moore's supposed to come on a channel. All right, here we go.
Yeah. Stranger in his own home, he's a housebound vagabond. Paramango headphones, always had a mom. Praying he could find his place as he paced in the gloom. Run his room, cause he always had a fragile bond. With self-confidence, he held hostages of every urge to spell consonants and vowels into words that felt congruent. Cause if he started rapping, what happened is people laughing and bashing upon his craft and his passion. Then he'd be devastated to say the least. Make believe he getting props from all the legends, mad love from all his brethren. Never questioned for a second his profession was destined, but he suppressed his obsession, so his progression is threatened. Man, what a tragedy. Pretending that his hopelessness is actually apathy, but he's acting irrationally, cause the actual casualty from his passive strategy is happily living. It's time he asks which path is fulfilling.
Who you wanna be like?
Yeah, who you wanna be?
Wanna put your heart in your verses and then rock a mic. So what's your dream like?
Tell me what's your dream?
Wanna use the music as a way to tell somebody like you that it's okay, okay. Let them know it's okay, okay.
It's okay to fail just as long as you pick yourself up. When you're feeling by yourself, homie, pick yourself up.
Said it's okay, okay. Promise that it's okay, okay.
It's okay to fail just as long as you pick yourself up. When you're feeling by yourself, homie, pick yourself up. His last name the rap name, cause no pseudonym suited him. He could run his rap game. It's his duty to prove it, then get to moving. It's a long path, it's tough but isn't all bad. Just focus on who's down for you, not those who never call back. Yeah, respect and study the craft, and when it's bringing some cash, invest that money right back. Cause bloody in the track is just the first step, man. There's so much other work left, and people gon' say the quickest it'll hurt less. But never give it the pressure, give it your best, your 100% when you put in an effort. That's the only way to make it. Everybody wanna rap, but not everybody got the work ethic perfected. Those the ones who gonna snap, sacrifices like that's something that the greats only do. X's and O's to his exes, man. If they only knew that he could do something like this. Cost him everything he had, but what he earned is priceless. Thank God for the doors that he opened. He'd surely be broken if angels hadn't guided on his course he was going. So every opportunity's a blessing and gift. Man, he's lucky that he asked himself a question like this.
Who you wanna be like?
Yeah, who you wanna be?
Wanna put your heart in your verses and then rock a mic. So what's your dream like?
Tell me what's your dream?
Wanna use the music as a way to tell somebody like you that it's okay, okay. Let them know it's okay, okay.
It's okay to fail just as long as you pick yourself up. When you're feeling by yourself, homie, pick yourself up. Said it's okay, okay.
Promise that it's okay,
okay.
It's okay to fail just as long as you pick yourself up. When you're feeling by yourself, homie, pick yourself up. Yeah,
it's okay,
Okay. That's a good hook.
Okay, okay.
It's okay to fail just as long as you pick yourself up. When you're feeling by yourself, homie, pick yourself up. Said it's okay, okay.
Yeah.
Promise that it's okay, okay.
It's okay to fail just as long as you pick yourself up. When you're feeling by yourself, homie,
Pick yourself up.
yeah.
Yee. Alcott, ladies and gentlemen. Bro, I think what's most impressive about this record is just your last couple records is just your consistency in getting better with your hooks. I feel like your hooks are getting better and better, and I feel like once you find that right groove of production, I think it's really gonna be a crazy combination. So the hook on this is dope. You won this song contest, right? This is Anno Domino Beats did a contest, and you won this whole thing?
Yeah. It was like it was one of those things where like I feel like I don't even know how they got my email, but it's like sort of like a spam email of like producers who just like send beat packs to like everybody.
Sure.
But I just happened to see like their email. It was like free contest, and I checked it out. I was like, all right, the winner gets $1,000. I was like, I'll check out the contest beats. And the very first beat I clicked on was that beat, and I was like, all right, well, like, I really like this, so like, let me just go ahead and like write something, and that's what I ended up doing. And I like the song, but like the mix on it is like not very good. It's just like what I could do like in the time frame.
Sure.
But I mean, like over 5,000 people entered, and I guess they just really liked my song, so like I ended up winning. And so yeah, like after that happens, like all right, well, like clearly I need to like finish this song and put it out, because like out of 5,000 people, like that was the one they picked. So, but yeah, no, like I didn't think, like I did it really quickly. It just sort of like came to me, and like I don't know, like apparently like people really mess with it. So I was thinking like I guess I should finish that song.
I love that, bro. I think what's interesting is that they're running a contest, and so for them, that's the access to more rappers. Did you have to pay money to enter the contest, or it was free to enter it?
No, free entry.
That's dope. And they gave away $1,000 cash?
Yeah, $1,000 plus like a mic and a bunch of other stuff too. I mean, I don't need the mic at this point, but I'll flip it. But anyway, yeah, no, it was $1,000 and another like a bunch of other stuff in a prize package.
That's a win-win, bro. Like that's a win for you, and that's a win for them, because now you're familiar with who they are as producers, you know, and that's really cool, man. That's $1,000 worth well spent on their part. And I like you jumping on all these contests. I mean, you've gotten a futuristic feature. You made $1,000. This man out here hustling the circuit. He out here hustling the circuit. There's a whole underground SoundCloud circuit of contests, and Alcott knows when they all happen, bro. I love it.
Yeah, that's sort of been my grind. Like that's how I've like kind of like built up a little bit of a following. Like not anything huge, but like that's how I've gotten most of my audience, is just doing contests consistently and like giving it my all every time. So I mean, I would encourage everybody to do that, honestly.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's a good model. So this song is this song out?
I mean, they posted it on SoundCloud.
Okay.
But, like I want to like actually like get a good mix on there and then put it out like on Spotify and everything else. Like I haven't put it out.
Beautiful. Yeah, you should put it out. It sounds like people are excited about it. It sounds like you'll get some organic crossover. See if you can list the production team as primary artists. I'm sure they got a little bit of buzz going on their Spotify, you know?
For sure, yeah.
So, well done, man. Well done. I can't wait to see you in person, in the flesh, at Flavor Fest. We're going to hang out. We're going to eat whatever, what food is popular out there in Tampa. I don't know. It's as long as it's not Tex-Mex, we'll have a good time, man. Shout out to Islu. He knows how trash Tex-Mex is. It's the worst, bro. It's the worst. Brother, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys. That's Alcott. Make sure y'all following him on all platforms. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit you guys with a quick little break. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna play you guys a new song from me, and I got this amazing Mike Tyson clip that I'm going to react to, so you guys kind of get a behind the scenes of how my videos are made. Usually I make them live, and so I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to make it live for tonight. So don't go anywhere. Check out this little commercial. Let me see, which one are we going to play? Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. This should be good.
Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
One of the most frequently asked questions I get from Christian artists, Christian producers, Christian TikTokers, Christian YouTubers, it's the same question: quality or quantity? And the answer is both, but it's quality that's good enough and a lot of it. Let me give you an example. A couple weeks ago, me and my family had a blast going to Big Bear Mountain here in Southern California. Yes, we do get snow in Southern California, and it was incredible. And we went to have some breakfast. This restaurant was booming, it was popping. We walked in, and sure enough, my son wanted pancakes. Now, you can't really screw up pancakes, right? So what happens? He orders pancakes, and they bring them out, a massive pancakes. These pancakes were so big that they needed pizza boxes as to-go boxes, right? And we're like, what's those pizza boxes for? And they're like, oh, it's for the pancakes. So what do you think the average person is more excited about? A big thing on their plate, a lot of quantity, or a very small pancake, but oh, the flavors and the nuance of the texture is just incredible. People want quantity, but there's a level of diminishing return. So my advice to everybody who's a Christian creator: make it good enough, and then make as much of it as you can. Make it quality enough, make as much of it as you can. So the answer is both, but I would err on the side of quantity once you get your quality good enough. And by the way, the more you make,
And the more you pay attention, the more deliberate you are, the better you will get and the more the quality will increase. I'm about to crack 1,000 videos on my YouTube channel. Best believe my 1,000th video is gonna be way better than my 500th video. And my 500th video was way better than my 50th video. So the question, quality or quantity, the answer is get the quality good enough and make a lot of it.
Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
And we're back. All right. All right. Valley Tex Mix. No, sir. No, sir. Okay. So, let me play you guys a new song. This is coming out this Friday. And then, I'm going to react to this Mike Tyson clip, which you guys are going to love. All right. So, let's find the record. So, this is coming out Friday at midnight. Where's the record? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. One sec. Okay, here we go.
Love what you do. Just to be clear, I'm not entitled to any favors. To be honest, I already feel I'm plenty famous. I don't do this for attention of the petty haters. I don't need another mention. I don't need a trendy cadence. Used to save the good beats for myself. Now I make a feast from the leftovers. Used to think having less was bad for my health. Now I realize the cut tends to bring the best over. How you so outer space but still be on the earth? That's what they keep asking me. I encountered a countervert. All of these rappers kinda hurt. Passive aggressive amateurs. When you got the living water, no way that you encounter thirst. I avoid the curse of all you thirst buckets.
Best believe when I started, I had the worst bucket.
Me and mama on welfare ain't heard the worst of it. If you wanna be great at something, you gotta first love it. See the likes in my worth, you gotta first love it. Satisfied in my work because I first loved it. I ain't rich, but I feel it because I first loved it. About to make me a killing because I first loved it. All the likes in my work, you gotta first love it. Satisfied in my work because I first loved it. I ain't rich, but I feel it because I first loved it. About to make me a killing because I first loved it. Love what you do.
Love it, love what you do.
Love what you do. Love what you do. Daydreaming out loud, have my head in the clouds. When you come from the mud, inspiration resounds. They keep saying
Shamir, what up, bro?
Saying he proud. Mama keep cutting back, slowing her drinking way down.
He was the first to believe it. I gotta treat it right.
Not a lot of people can see it when you go build at night. I'm just here so we can get even. That's why I build it right. I don't care about all the grievances and the petty fights. Oh, they think that I'm washed. Yeah, I'm washed in the blood. Which I'd rather listen to dads who keep promoting drugs at your age and your wage. How you in your mid-30s and still don't know how to behave? What? See the likes in my worth, you gotta first love it. Satisfied in my work because I first loved it. I ain't rich, but I feel it because I first loved it. About to make me a killing because I first loved it. All the likes in my work, you gotta first love it. Satisfied in my work because I first loved it. I ain't rich, but I feel it because I first loved it. About to make me a killing because I first loved it. Love what you do. 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 Love what you do.
First Love It. So that's coming out Friday. Man, I tell you what, man, music, I just be like, I hear like, I want to go back in and tweak the mix. That's the part, man. I don't think I'm built to be an engineer, rapper, producer. I think I got to give some of this stuff away to other people. But yeah, song's called First Love It. Super excited about it. That's coming out Friday. This Friday. OMG, how did I realize that the hoodie was the song name? Yes, see, it's all connected. It's all connected. You like that, huh? Yes, I made the beat. I did everything on that record except the scratching. At some point you got to pull the trigger. At some point you got to pull the trigger, man. It's just, it's like YouTube is so different in terms of that versus like how OCD I get, and that's not a disrespect to anybody that like really has OCD, but I mean like in terms of the way I approach YouTube versus this other stuff, man. It's so weird. All right, so I got this Mike Tyson clip. I am excited to play for you guys. You guys are going to you guys are gonna love this. All right, so hang tight real quick. I'm gonna refill my water, and then we're gonna jump into this. All right.
Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
When the culture says do what you love, we respond with love what you do. You may have responsibilities that you aren't passionate about, but loving what you do means being faithful to what's in front of you, committing to excellence as if that were your greatest dream. Colossians 3:23 says, work diligently at whatever you do, as though you were working for the Lord rather than for people. Love what you do. Love what you do.
Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan. Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
Recently, the good people at Valuetainment dropped this incredible interview with Mike Tyson. They do this series at their big event every year. I think it's in Vegas, where they interview just really iconic people. They Patrick Bet-David, I think, did like the last great Kobe Bryant interview, and so this time they had Mike Tyson, and I had to stop and highlight two clips from this that I think are brilliant. It's gonna tie into this idea of cancel culture and this whole thing, but I think the gems for those of us who are looking to steadily level up what we're doing can be learned from guys like Mike Tyson, who operated at an elite level with their craft. Okay, so there might be a tad bit of profanity in this, so.
Had your kids, had your wife.
Explicit, explicit, explicit.
All right, so give me 1 second. Let me get this queued up here. Okay, I'm gonna play that clip second. So let me pull out the two parts that I think are the most interesting. So this is the first part. The whole interview is fire. It's on Valuetainment's YouTube channel. Shout out to Valuetainment. Mike Tyson's greatest stories never told before. The whole thing is fascinating. And so I think there's a lot here that people who are looking to level up can learn. So here's the first part that I wanted to play for you guys.
Then you watch, you read everything they did. Now you practice it. Now let's see what this shit really works.
Can you teach desire, or the desire has to come from somebody?
This is a great question, right? In terms of this idea of personal responsibility, choices, grind, can you teach desire? Can you teach hunger? Can you teach desire, or does it have to come from somewhere? And listen to Mike Tyson's response to this, okay?
You can inspire desire, but can you teach it? I don't know. I never had to try to teach anybody that.
Nobody had to teach you the fire because you had it. It was within you.
He said you could inspire desire. He said, but I don't know if you could teach it. And then he said, nobody had to teach you desire. Was it in you? And listen to his response here.
No, it wasn't definitely within me. You know, somebody had to bring it out and show that I deserve to have what I had to learn self-love.
So he said, no, it wasn't just naturally in me. And yo, Mike Tyson's story is crazy in this. He talks about being 9 years old, beating up older kids, running around with wild amounts of money. Again, not an endorsement of everything I said here, but listen to this bit about desire and how he ties into this concept of self-love. It's so interesting.
But I had to learn self-love. You know, no, I don't care how great you are, how much you succeed. Without self-love, you're nothing. Because self-love is discipline.
Did y'all catch that? I don't care how great you are or how much you succeed. Without self-love, you're nothing. And so most of us think of self-love and we're like, oh, you know, I love myself. I'm a snowflake. I'm one of a kind, right? So on and so forth, right? But he says self-love is discipline. That's so interesting. Self-love is discipline. Let's keep watching. Check this out.
Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Self-love is discipline. Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but doing like you love it. I gotta run that back. Man. That is such a gem and such a good way to look at it. Listen.
Look at how great you are and how much you succeed. Without self-love, you're nothing. Because self-love is discipline. And discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Sheesh. Self-love is discipline is doing what you hate to do as if you love it. Wow, that's a bar, man. And if you think about when they came to Jesus and they said, what's the most important commandment? Jesus said, what? Love your God with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul. The second one is like it, love your neighbor as yourself. So even there's this thing in scripture about you need to love other people the way you love yourself. Mike Tyson talks self-love and he compares it to discipline. Discipline is doing the things you may not want to do, but doing them as if you love it. So you got to love what you do so that eventually you can learn to do what you love. You got to first love going to the gym before you enjoy how you look with your shirt off. You got to first love learning the scarce skills you need to bring your value up in the marketplace before you start making the money from those valuable scarce skills. You first have to become the person by working through your issues and your trauma, so on and so forth, so that you could eventually be in a marriage that you're thriving and flourishing in. Right? So it's such a simple concept, but I thought it was so profound coming from Mike Tyson. Again, this whole interview really is worth a watch. And let me play you guys this clip. This is the bit about cancel culture, and I thought it was amazing. You guys are gonna like this. Okay, check this out. Listen, this is really good.
Confidence breeds success, and success breeds confidence.
Where does he get these one-liners from? Confidence breeds success, and success breeds confidence. I talk about it all the time on the channel. Folks come on, they're like, "Oh man, I'm not confident. I don't know what to do." And I say, "Well, hey, are you successful at anything?" Right? Confidence breeds success, and success breeds confidence. You become confident because you're successful, and when you're successful, you become more confident. Go do something, go accomplish something. Your confidence will grow. Your confidence will grow. You'll be more successful. You'll be more confident. It's a consistent cycle, right? In terms of how those two work together, we don't compartmentalize them. Some of us, bless you, you just have a delusional amount of confidence, but you haven't really done anything. We would say that's more arrogance, right? But with someone that's confident based on what they've accomplished, it makes them more likely to remain confident and more likely to take risk. Check out this next bit about cancel culture, though.
Hand in hand. You can't accomplish anything unless you say, "Oh, I'm a prick. I could never do that. I'm not born to do that. Only certain people, only white people could do that. I can't do that. There's nothing I can't do."
There's nothing I can't do, right? Now this right here is amazing. Watch Patrick Bet-David's response. It's going to get a little dicey, but then listen to Mike Tyson here.
You may just be canceled after what you just said right now.
Oh, man.
You can't say something like that. You should say white people can only do it because you and I'm Iranian, you're black. We can't say things
But I don't care. I don't care if I don't. I got my own plane.
He said, you can't say something like that. You're black, I'm Iranian, we can't say stuff like that. He said, you can cancel. He said, I don't care. I have my own plane. Okay? There's this concept that some of you guys are going to be uncomfortable with. This concept is called FU money. Okay? Once you get to a place where you have FU money, can't nobody mess with you, can't nobody cancel you. Mike Tyson's basically said, "Fam, I came here on my own plane." That's a different stratosphere, but watch the follow-up. This right here, I literally stopped. Okay, I'm just gonna play it for y'all.
I don't care if you don't let me on his plane or his boat.
So,
sorry.
So going back to
yo, this man got the best laugh in the world, fam. And it was so, yo. But when he laughed, oh my God, when he laughed about, it was so good. He said, you can't, I came on my own plane. I don't need to be on your plane or be on your boat. You can't cancel me. Let's run it back.
You can't say something like that. You should say white people can only do it because you and I'm Iranian, you're black. We can't say things.
But I don't care. I don't care if I don't. I got my own plane. I don't care if he get mad. I don't care if he don't let me on his plane or his boat.
So
sorry.
So going back to cuss. So.
Oh my gosh, yo! I watched that because they value Tamer posted on their Instagram. Another reason you should follow me on Instagram. Follow Value Tamer on Instagram. I stopped and just let that joint loop. Just looked at my phone like a little kid laughing because I was so like the point he made was hilarious, but his laugh was incredible, man. Goodness, gosh, I'm like tearing up because it was so funny. So anyway, yo, a lot of gems in here from Mike Tyson, man. But the idea of discipline, being self-love, being disciplined, and then I thought about Jesus talking about, love your neighbor as yourself. I was like, man, that's really good. And then this part about not being canceled because you basically hit a different threshold where you aren't dependent on anybody's cosign. You aren't dependent on anybody having to put you on their jet or take you on their boat or whatever. You're in a different stratosphere when you're talking about, I came on my own plane. You can't cancel me, right? So there was some gems here, man. So watch the whole interview. Shout out to Value Tamer. Shout out to Patrick but David. Very, very well executed on their part. And as we're processing these ideas, man, do you have self-love for yourself in the sense that you're willing to put together disciplines and non-negotiables and goals and things that you're hoping to get done, even if they're autonomous from your career path or how much money you want to make, just things that you're doing for yourself, right? Things that you're doing for yourself to improve yourself, reading the scriptures, praying, working out, going on walks, right? Fasting. What are those things that you need to be doing that on the surface, they may even kind of come across vain and whatever, but you know that they're actually things that you're doing to conform yourself more and more and more and more into the person that God desires you to be. Romans 12:1 says, do not be conformed to the ways of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So that when our mind transforms, we're not conformed to the world, we're transformed by our mind, and then our actions. And then the verse right after that says, offer your bodies as a living sacrifice. This is your reasonable act of worship, right? Offering our bodies as a living sacrifice. I think hard times make good people. Do you know what I'm saying? And so there's a phrase that's always stuck with me, and the phrase just basically went, I don't know who the quote is. I first heard it from Wes Watson, but do what is easy, and life will be hard. Do what is hard, and life will be easy. Do the things that is easy, and life will be hard. Don't take care of your body. Sleep in too much. Eat whatever you want, life is going to get hard. Or do what is hard, wake up earlier, work hard, work smart, and life will be easy, right? Some things to think about. Appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what y'all think, all right?
Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here in just a second. Man, that Mike Tyson clip made my day. Choose your suffering, or your suffering will choose you. Absolutely. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I don't know if anybody else submitted anything. We had the link pinned up the whole time, so I think I'm ready to wrap it. I'm ready to wrap it. Unless Just Raise is here, but I don't think Just Raise is here. He was in the chat. I'm not sure if he's in here to get his music heard. Oof. Just realized I was pretty daggone tired. All right, guys, it's been real. Thank you so much for hanging out, man. It really means the world. Give this video a like. If you want to partner with what we're doing here, the best way to do that is with our Patreon community. And I submitted something, but I can wait till next week. I just be writing my own thoughts. AJ, I actually won't be here next week because I'll be in Florida. So if you want to hop in the call, we can do a review real quick, but you just let me know what you want to do. All right, or we could do the week after. I mean, I don't know if I'll hit it a Saturday night stream, but let's see. Let's see if I could just hop in, just do AJ's without him being here. That's just a minute.
Hey, yeah, bro. Yeah, I was doubting me, down in deep, was it these things I didn't even see, all the hate and jealousy. Yeah, I saw right through it, get back to it, now my premium is Buick. I've been moving targets cheap, like some junior college students, ayy. Discouragement had me down, been tripping up off her gown, but I flipped the script that I'm living now, out of control like Fast and Furious. I got the glow that been keeping them curious. I look up to God, I gotta be serious. I flow on the regular, call it a period. Take it to another level, I could've settled. Waiting for me, but I put the cheese down for the God dream. Never played a game and make it safe best. I take all my talents and I play chess, and then I play again.
Okay, my man AJ. I like it. My man AJ stepping it up. Let's see. How do I make sure I secure it? You sign up for the challenge. That's gonna be the first people that get access to what we're doing, is the people in the challenge. AJ, where you at, bro? You ain't in here. You are connected. AJ, come on, man. I'm in the Zoom. You're not in the Zoom. If you were in the Zoom, I would see you in the Zoom. Zoom. Yes, so the link for that is right here. There's AJ. Yo. You're muted. You gotta unmute yourself. Yo. Your mic doesn't work. My G, come on, guy.
Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Yes, sir.
Oh, glorious. But yeah, first verse in quite a while, so I'm very rusty, but it felt good to get back to it.
It sounded good. It sounded like you might have needed a break.
Thank you. Oh man, I don't even know if I have the time to keep working on stuff, but I know I have a bunch of music that I was started earlier this year and last year that I want to just use the next couple months and be like, we're recording all this, we're putting it all out. Might not all at once or anything, but and then when 2022 rolls around, we're gonna start fresh with new music. So it's the beginning of a new little season here.
That's what's up, man. I'm excited for you, bro. Yeah, I think that might have been some of the best things I've heard from you, bro. So I think you should definitely keep refining that, my brother, and keep working at it. Don't find times to work on music when you feel like you're willing to go the extra mile artistically and you also have something to say. Don't do it just to do something that's mundane and it's like a chore. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it because I'm gonna go in and really push myself creatively, and I got something to talk about. That sounds like what you did there. It sounds like you're coming from a place of you lived a little bit of life and you were refreshed and willing to pour yourself into it.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have any, I don't know if you like necessarily watch any, there's these like rap YouTube channels like How to Rap or Call My Studios, like that give tips on flow and cadence and different, ways to practice and improve. Do you have any ones that you recommend like watching, or is it more just like just practice?
Not off the top. No, not off the top of my head. I think more experimental than practice, but nothing that comes to mind, to be honest with you, in terms of that. So I gotta marinate and see. I haven't seen anything that I found valuable in terms of that. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, because sometimes like some of these channels be saying stuff, and I'm like, that's not helpful.
I think the best thing you can do is just really listen to quality music. You know what I'm saying? Consistently. Try to pick it apart, and try to implement it. So, all right, brother, let me let you go, man. I'm about to crash here. Yeah, man, I appreciate you, brother. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for everybody that tuned in tonight. Appreciate you guys. I'll give you guys this commercial one more time. Make sure you sign up for the Love What You Do challenge. Here it is.
Ruslan.
There was once upon a time where I remember working at an after-school program with a bunch of kids that were rude, mean, nasty, and I did not enjoy it. I had to have this paradigm shift of being present, being focused, being patient, being loving in the moment. And what happened was God started transforming my heart for these kids that were kind of knuckleheads. And eventually I really started loving what I do. But more importantly, I was able to carve out time to sow and reap in building my own business on the side. So I want to invite you to our 3-day virtual event on the Love What You Do collection. If you would like to go from that 60% of Americans that don't like what they do, the 60% of Americans that's living paycheck to paycheck, to transition into learning to love what you do, hit the link in the description below. Grab your spot now. Spacing is limited.
Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan. Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
When the culture says do what you love, we respond with love what you do. You may have responsibilities that you aren't passionate about, but loving what you do means being faithful to what's in front of you, committing to excellence as if that were your greatest dream. Colossians 3:23 says, work diligently at whatever you do as though you were working for the Lord rather than for people.
Love what you do. Love what you do.
Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
Yo, thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. If you found it valuable, considering giving it a like and subscribing. This month, I'm releasing the Love What You Do collection. And to celebrate, I'm doing a 3-day virtual event to help us go from learning to love what we do to ultimately doing what we love. By the way, it's free, so hit the link in the description to grab your seat today.
Joshua the king came down and bore it all. Yeah. Conversations front of the fireplace. All of my mistakes, how do I erase? Wanna operate at a higher pace. Birth pains causing the body to dilate. On a first name basis with the worst pain facing. Moments in isolation. See, I was hoping I would do this to get more family time. A busy mind and worried heart is just not where I reside. I subscribed that all that traveling wasn't doing well for my soul. Glad I never made it when my name went through the rumor mill. I suppose that the Lord knows I'd have failed. Instead, I'm doing well at home, out my shell. Good book off the shelf, more dubs off the L's. I told Ray they ain't just gon' know us, they gon' know us well. Happy to have failed my way to success. With my family by my side, Lord knows what's next. Joshua the king came down and bore it all. I know a few things, never claimed to know it all. But I know what's off, never noticed y'all. Hit a protocol, need an overhaul. Need an overhaul, I need an overhaul. Need an overhaul, we need an overhaul. Joshua the king came down and bore it all. Conversations front of the fireplace. I know a few things, never claimed to know it all.